I don't know who Messy Snap is or why people seem to think they're good. Do we care how to push the button back? It's round 1. I agree that Agent in the middle was not good. That's why I didn't make the play in the last game. It's very possible I should have Nebula this turn. Professor X deck, not necessarily a clock deck. Turn off Ramona here. Must have Jeff, right? They must. Storm, please. Storm, please. As we often do about things that Marvel Snap players often underrate. Victory. I think this deck that we're currently playing is good in part due to the fact that it has Storm and Nocturne in it, giving you an incredible amount of control over location variants. It's a good deck for snapping and retreating well with, because you're gonna get to set up, you're gonna get to leverage situations where the board is bad for your opponent with some frequency. No Red Hulk on 1, lovely. That's bad for us. It's significantly better for them than us. Be gone, interloper. Speaking of.
Wind, aid my hand.
What card am I looking forward to the most next season? I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what cards are releasing next season. Oh, Airship will be fun. We're looking forward to him. All right, we already drew the Storm. So that means I need to draw Nocturne next turn. Theta's my style of card. I like 2 energy cards that scale. bold goblin on their part. We're probably dead at this point. That's unfortunately just not enough, right? Their Hulk is 17. So I'll add 19 over here, and I'm only adding 16. Their goblin in the center was a good play.
Escaped. Oh, snap.
You think their last two cards are? Red Hulk is one, and then probably Cannonball. Could be another card for a Red Slayer, though, too, like Sage. Could also be something like Shang-Chi. People that are asking for my opinions on upcoming cards, you should keep in mind I do leaked card reviews every time data mines come out, so check those out there. I don't have all of the upcoming card text memorized for things, so. Oh, Daredevil's their last one. Yep. Good show. I'm gonna fill this in so they can't clutter it with debris. We still have Jeff to let us move here. Incredibly surprised they did not magic the big house. Big house both seems bad for them. Think they plan to Professor X me? Listen, this just means that Professor X isn't profitable for them, yes? Nocturne's one of my favorites, Queenie. She has such good utility. Just like Nightcrawler and Scarlet Witch glued together. If they Professor X here, they can't do anything, so I think we just do this. They can keep their guaranteed 7th turn if they Professor X here, but then, like, they're probably not winning either of these. There was a goose here, and there was a big house here. Last card is Red Hulk. Oh my god, I completely forgot about Dr. Octopus. Holy. That's actually really bad for me. Well then. Well played, opponent. We're hoping to draw Lady Sif next turn. We're hoping to draw not Proxima, because Proxima means I literally can't play Proxima. There's two geese. Yikes. I should have just Nocturned this. Opponent played that really well with their Daredevil and their Dr. Octopus. Is this greedy or insane? A lot of the stuff they can play here beats me anyways. Yeah, I think we're dead either way here. Yeah, cool. You want to swap Jeff with Nocturne? Yeah, that's fair. But I think I needed the Crown City bonus to win the game. I shouldn't have been greedy. They had too many ways to stop us from getting rid of that. I should have just taken out their Limbo on 5. Are they increasing complexity in general? I think they've done a good job, Queenie, of having a mixture of cards that are both more complicated and cards that, just like take the design space wider. Howdy, bud there. I'm gonna put some Jeffs in the center just to get them charging up here.
Wind, aid my
Wait, they played nothing? Did they misclick? They had a kitty pride, right? Or am I hallucinating? I want to be able to Nocturne more power into the Flooded here if possible. I think it's just playing US Agent. You want to Nocturne right to be able to stop Limbo. That's actually a good thought. I don't hate that. They don't have the energy to Dr. Octopus. They're stuck on 4. So they're gonna gain 6 more here. I can only get to 15 in the Flooded, though. I can only get to 15 in the Flooded if I'm cutting off Limbo. Like, it's just this. Wow, we'd have actually lost if they would have played center, yeah? I'd have gone to 23.
Victory.
Would have been a few more shots at it, but... Alright, gamers, looks like it's time for some adverts. We'll see you in 120 seconds. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. It's a couple, 2, 3 armor boosters, yeah. Dell keeps winning. Thank you for the 15 months. Welcome back. One more month and the streak will be as strong as Orca. Shout out to Orca. What a lovely way. What a lovely way of living. Alright, we stood for a set. Let's pedal for a set, huh? This deck is significantly worse without Nocturne, right? I played it before Nocturne and it was okay. She's definitely an upgrade, though. Oh, you know what? Before I buy these, I should check my shop for free boosters. Oh, Strong Guy was in here and I missed it. Sad. As we earn boosters. I do like that Valkyrie. I just can't justify paying gold for avatars. We'll get Avatar complete eventually just from the collection track, I assume. Open them. I do slowly open them. We just upgrade cards a lot. I was down to like 600 things on the track at one point. We're back up to almost 8 again after some whaling. Hey, Cranky Banks, thanks for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. If you're just coming back from your ad break and you find ads on Twitch annoying, you should keep in mind that today's the last day to check out our free sub promo with our sponsored game Warpath on PC. Check them out using my link. You get to level 6. You get a sub gift to the channel. Gets you ad-free viewing for the next month. And gets you into our subscriber-only Discord server. One of the best places to hang out and talk about Marvel Snap on the internet. We did get Gold Spectrum. It took us 23 splits, but we got there. I think we're definitely storming Gamma Lab. I'm gonna go ahead and goose the right here. Hello, Joe. Thank you for the 3rd of a year. Welcome back. This is probably a bad matchup for us. Bounce, I imagine, is one of the toughest things we can be doing. Not Bounce, probably just a low collection level opponent. Got it. We are still losing the left, though, unfortunately. I'm gonna do this, I think. Actually, I'd probably put Blade here. Take up to 8 Spotlight keys, you have Spotlight variant of the new card, or you need to buy it for tokens first, yeah. Was not the Strong Guy I wanted for Christmas. So 8 keys or tokens plus 4 keys. That's the worst case scenario, yes. Yeah, I'm actually not 100%. Someone earlier was like, I can't play this deck, I don't have US Agents. I'm actually not 100% convinced US Agent's ideal here. I had Maximus in that slot beforehand. I definitely think that he's good in that slot. US Agent has his moments. You just have to be more careful with the sequencing. You definitely do not want it to be a 3 energy card. Don't have US Agent, I would play Maximus. In fact, I think there's a chance this deck has one too many 3 energy cards as is, but Cosmos just has a lot of value. So, I actually had White Widow in this deck over the armor slot until I started playing Infinite Conquest with it, Duck Doolittle. But there's just been so many people playing Destroy and Infinite Conquest because you play so many low collection level people. But I decided to swap that. Oh, you know what? I should probably Cosmo here rather than Strong Guy. Snap here. This is something that we experienced when we were playing Infinite Conquest yesterday on stream too. There's no collection level based matchmaking in this mode, so you queue into a lot of people with lower collection levels that have a little bit less experience. It's very, very different than playing on the ladder. Not a bot. Please go away. Take a 10-minute break. TTVs are cringe. I agree, chat. Who would ever watch someone play? Who would ever watch someone play video games on the internet? What a fucking cringe hobby. These cringe nerds watching people play video games. So they have something that's plus 14. So obviously we're gonna lose that path. But I think we're gonna win the others, yeah? Good chance. Stay for 8. Lose the low collection level player because I'm bad.
I am Iron Man.
Oh my god. Alright, US agent chat. He's punching that clock and going to work.
Victory.
He heard us. He heard us talking about. He heard us talking about Maximus being potentially better in some spots. He's like, hold my beer, Jeff. Hold my beer.
Oh, snap.
The Warpath goal is level 6 on your command center. This is the big one. Takes about 20 minutes to get to. I want to play here, but I also kind of don't want to get Star-Lorded. Just drop it. It's cool. Shuri's Lab is an interesting one for our deck. Because on one hand, we don't have anything big to double, but on the other hand, Jeff and Nocturne are good into it, because they like play it and then move out. You would have goosed the lab. No, I think I want to win Baxter Building and just punt the lab. Especially because of this consideration, yeah? And actually, this is kind of hot, yeah? I get to do this, and it puts Proxima into the Baxter Building. Yeah, no OTA this week. There's a chance I'm supposed to do this now to duck Shang. Well, I guess I have priority. I can just do this to duck Shang. Let's just do that. Yes, that's my plan, Duck. Nocturne. Strong guy right, Nocturne left. We don't need the bonus. Oh, we even drew US agent to boot. All right, Nocturne, I'm gonna need you to choose not violence one time for me. R2K, speaking of, are you still in chat? I see you actually just hit the goal. You're in my ticker. Have a sub gift.
Victory.
Nocturne is about to cook up her finest bar with no name. That's the concern. Sometimes she goes for a drink. Yeah, opponent is super good sport. I honestly feel a little bit bad in these kind of matchups. Like, obviously, like, that one game was fairly competitive. But, like, it's gotta feel a little bit bad being a super low collection level player queuing into someone like me with everything, right? Like, there's a reason why that doesn't happen when you're climbing to infinite. You have a beginner guide for new players. I have this playlist, which has a series of like early game tips and tricks. American Chavez again, but infinite split and Red Hulk, so not a newbie. Red Hulk Chavez, when the Chavez came down, I was gonna say there's some surfer builds that play this, but with Red Hulk, that is less likely to be the case. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna fact find here. I think I'm just gonna let them show me some other cards from their deck, and then we're gonna leave. If I was them, I'd snap me here, but hopefully they give us some room. A lot of people don't snap aggressively enough. Proxima, Chavez, Red Hulk. I'm gonna keep filling in. Use only Pokemon Go. I do not. The latency issues with their PvP ended up pushing me out. You think they're Rodin Scar? That's not a bad educated guess. Rodin could be a good fit for Maximus. The Chavez is a little random, but she's an okay card, all things considered. I don't know, I think there's a good chance they're just like in the kitchen and we're not gonna have any idea. Exactly they're doing. Auto spread by US agents around chat, so it's great for us. Jeff, have you noticed each Conquest match has a hot location? You keep getting cloning mats. No, I hadn't noticed that because I'm capable of being a human with a fucking brain in my head.
Escape.
Human beings are so atrocious at understanding things like probability and statistics. Not even once. Ooh, Cull Obsidian with Chavez is an interesting thought. She's just a good clean one drop. Sad. In a Tuma deck? That would fit with Scar, right? Where's the cloning vats? I thought this was a hot location. Yeah, I don't know where I want a strong guy yet, but also I'm likely to draw a 3 energy card next turn, so I think I unfortunately need to commit strong guy to the board right now. Oh, the Red Hulk's just 17, yeah? I can do this and get to 5 here. And it only puts me to 13 over here. I needed strong guy on the left. Was the problem, yeah?
Escaped.
Make our move. Waiting to make our move.
Snap.
That was not amazing for us, but it's atrocious for their deck, so that's a free point. All right, 7 to 9 going into high stakes. Quite high, honestly. God, it's so miserable. I hate the card so much. It's such a frustrating and awful experience. Please, bro, for the love of God. I hate him so much. How do you feel about movement decks still viable? Still viable is an interesting way to describe movement decks that were never viable.
Snap.
I'm gonna stamp on the strong guy draw. Move decks suffer too much from location variance to ever be good.
Victory.
Location, mixture of both location variance and Professor X existing. The Namora Captain Marvel deck you played last week seemed good. Yeah, it has good metrics. The Namora decks are quite reasonable. Namora is actually the second best performing card to release this month behind Nocturne.
Wind, aid my hand.
Opponent snapped.
Go. My hand's kind of clunky.
Escaped.
The stats to add White Widow. White Widow is incredibly popular. 20+% play rate last I checked.
This land is
Yes, the opponent has the premium cosmetic on this that they paid extra for.
Oh, snap.
Is this gonna be the game? I snapped on one. Someone finally gonna stay through a snap? We've both been retreating with the other raises so far. Hello? Is this thing on? Excuse me? Confirmed Rodent Gamer.
Wind, aid my hand.
Okie doke. If they have my blade, their strong guy, I have priority. There's a goose, chat. I think there's a chance I'm supposed to bail on the right because of blade. Look, I think I'm supposed to do this. How does Blade help them here? Blade lets Strong Guy keep his bonus because it's one or fewer cards now. So they'll play 2 cards, they'll draw up to 2 from max, they'll discard back down to 1. successfully played around our own cards.
Victory.
That was relevant because we had priority there. We should move Jeff before Nocturne in case of Fist Tower. Good shout. But what if, shouldn't I move Jeff after Nocturne in case of Cudlun, chat? But think of, won't somebody please think of the Cudlun? And now we're in a super good spot here, obviously. We played for 5, and now we've got 3 shots to beat him. When did they change Strong Guy to 1 or less? A while ago, actually. He just still largely isn't that playable. I've liked him in this deck, but I'm not gonna tell you that he's busted or anything. He's serviceable. Kane Age, thank you for the 3rd of a year. Man, this round really doesn't want you to play your deck. You're telling me, gamers. You're telling me. They played Dagger out. Did they also get Agathon? What's going on? Oh, they have New York. And our Agatha's gonna fill New York because that's how she works. Oh, they had Cloak. Sure. Go, Maggie, you're drunk. It's fine, chat. She's gonna win the 50-50 and play herself here next turn and we'll win the game.
Wakanda forever!
I mean, we're probably still dead. I assume they also have a big thing to play in London. Hey, we got 2 more shots. Ben decided we didn't deserve 3 shots to win this one, so he flipped up District X, then he flipped up Agatha and told us to get fucked, so. On to round 9. Hopefully we won't need a 10th. No Red Hulk, one time dealer. It's just such an incredible feeling of helplessness when it comes up. I hate it so much. At least Onslaught Citadel is good for us. Red for life forever! Thank you for the 6 years. I'm here and here I'll stay until I can't stay no more. Thanks for keeping me around. Oh. I was supposed to pass. I think I do this, and then next turn, I can Blade US Agent Strong Guy in some combination of these 3 locations. There is no OTA today, no. Actually, do I need Strong Guy and US Agent in the middle? I don't, right? I skipped turn 4 so I could spend all of my energy on turn 6 to keep the Red Hulk smaller. Maximus. So, Maximus means they're not Red Hulking me, which means I probably win here. And if they Maximus me, I'm only gonna have... Oh, I will have 2 cards in hand, won't I? I think I swap these so I'm beating Namor over here if they Maximus me in one of these other ones. I think this is the play. This deck has a surprising amount of power output on the last turn of the game compared to what you think it looks like when you look at the deck list. Like, your biggest turn 6, you can add 9 plus, let's generously say only 7 is 16, plus this is 19, plus this is 26. So, like, if this hits multiple things, you could realistically put 30 points down on the last turn. Yeah, and it's people have a hard time knowing exactly what you're doing with it. Yeah, and then your Jeff and your Nocturne can slide around too. And Jeff and Nocturne, actually something I haven't talked about yet today with this list, but Jeff and Nocturne actually give you a lot of control over where Proxima ends, because you can have fake power, for lack of a better term. So what do I mean by that? If you discard Proxima and then stage Nocturne to move, where she was before she moved is where she counts her power as for Proxima jumping the lowest cost location. So your Jeff and your Nocturne give you a lot of control over where this card is going to end up for you. Because obviously you could also do the opposite too, right? You can move Jeff and Nocturne before you play your discard card, and then have Proxima go after they count their power somewhere. Yeah, if you're missing US Agent, I think you could play Maximus in this slot. It's pretty cool. Somebody asked, how much do you play off stream? I actually spent almost 3 hours playing this deck off stream last night, losing in the last round of Infinite Conquest. So we're 3-0. It looks like it's time for an ad break. We'll see if we can do better than I did off stream last night. We're gonna finish this run with this deck, and then we'll change things up, because even on Infinite Conquest Day, I want to get some variety in. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in 120 seconds. Thanks to Boosie. I mean, I can claim 1 pack of Boosies if that's what you mean. 200 credits! Feels like cheating, gamers. I think I'm not claiming reserves right now because I don't want more gold tickets as close to the end of the season. Claim some credits to boosters here. I'll have a second. Hey, Bubble, thanks for the prime. Appreciate it.
Oh, snap.
We did hit on the 23rd Spectrum split. Do you save those boxes for series drops? No, I just save them because there's 700 unclaimed things on my track. And everything on my track takes 5 to 7 seconds to claim. So it's literally hours of claiming to claim everything. So it's mostly just a lack of time. Although, the weather is officially nice enough that I can walk in the evenings now, so I might start claiming them while I walk around the neighborhood. Claim all but when. So, I actually wouldn't want to claim absolutely all of my reserves, because I'm currently 700 gold variant complete. So I always want to keep like 20-ish reserves. So that way every time they release a 700 gold variant, I can like claim it on demand. But if there was like a claim all boosters and claim all credits, I would do that. We were not in the path of tornadoes on Memorial Day weekend, no. All right, match 4, let's do it. For us here, see what they're doing. You see much Professor X in your Infinite games? Not this morning, but there was plenty yesterday. Actually, one change I made to this deck before I started playing Infinite Conquest was I cut White Widow for armor because there was so much destroy. And I hit destroy twice in my run with this deck last night, but we haven't queued into it at all yet this morning. Storm's actually a little scary. They might be high evo. And storming into a Cyclops is not great. Fogwells doesn't work in Conquest anyways, Jack. Calm down.
Wind, aid my hand.
Thanks for the 11 months, Twain. Welcome back. Okay, we need to draw a Blade or a Lady Sif in the next couple of turns here. You want me to snap? Yeah, I think on them doing nothing this turn will snap for sure.
Oh, snap.
Fucking got me. 13 in the middle, and it gives me a buck ton over here. Strong Guy's change was a big upgrade for this deck. We had tried Strong Guy in this shell when he was still 0 cards in hand, and you had a lot of games that ended like this. Being able to turn him on with just a single card in hand lets him be a 9 a lot more consistently. Something that is worth noting because they're playing Leech is that I'll want to be not greedy with my copies of Storm and their Limbo. I think they're gonna magic the left, but if I think they're gonna magic the left, I should wait on Storm, yeah? Yeah, storming Sunspot lane is not particularly exciting. Well, I guess they have priority, right? So this is fine. Oh, this is just... Okay, so we are 100,000% torched on the left. I think we're supposed to leave. You used to create YouTube videos for Series 3 only competitive decks. Do you still do that? I do not. That type of content does not perform well. All players have access to Series 4 and 5 cards. They all have access to different Series 4 and 5 cards, so you can't really predict what constitutes budget. I don't know that I have a good suggestion for a Nocturne replacement. She's just a really good utility card. You can play like Scarlet Witch, I guess. No Nebula, no Sunspot. I think I might snap them here. Free Limbo's a little annoying though. I think in some decks, Nocturne has easy swaps. I think in this deck, we're kind of using every bit of the Nocturne Buffalo. We're not just moving her, we're not just using her for location variants. We kind of care about her stat line. She's part of our numbers package. I think you could replace Jeff in this deck with Nightcrawler, and I think you could replace US Agent with Maximus. I think the other cards, the other Series 4 and 5 cards, Nocturne and Proxima, are important for the deck to be playable. Annihilus is still a very good deck slash card, yes. But I had like 95% of the cards except for the ones for the last 8 weeks. Which one would you buy with 6,000 tokens? I'd recommend checking out my tier list video, because I'm going to be honest, I don't remember what exactly the last 8 weeks composes of. Nocturne's probably up there, but Also depends on what type of decks you want to play. For the last couple of months, Second Hitter's done a really good job of releasing a bunch of cards that are all just kind of okay. I'm gonna Storm Westview.
Wind, aid my hand.
I'm not gonna fill the raft, so we're just not gonna worry about it. I think Aeroshim's gonna be the next game-changing card. I mean, Aeroshim has a really good build-around requirement to it. And it's gonna create some novelty in the gameplay that it presents. We'll have to see as far as game-changing goes. This gives me 9 to 9 here. And then this puts Proxima into here. I think I'm just limping here, but I think this is the play. Oh gosh, did they pass? Did we lose on the pass? I guess I should have counted if we lost on the pass. Oh my god! For fuck's sake. We win if Misty hits any of these, yes? No, it's a full tie. If Misty hits any of these, it's a full tie. We would have been up 5, down 5. Or we're 60% to draw, 40% to lose. I think this really matters. I was sitting on Storm for a minute because I wanted to be able to have it for their magic.
Wind, aid my hand.
Playing a She-Hulk in the middle. We're just dead here, unfortunately.
Opponent snapped.
I probably just need to not use my Storm. And they don't have the Limbo. I don't think we almost ever win a 7-turn game of this matchup. 5-5 die after that bad beat, and then that bad play. Yeah, opponent definitely should have snapped before play Magic. 100%. I guess if I have Nocturne out, we could be a little bit more aggressive with the Storm. Any of our 2-drops. Any of our 2-drops. Unlucky. Really strong start here for them. This is better for them than us. I'm gonna get rid of it. The question is, do I want to play around drawing Strong Guy next turn? Or Storm, really. Should I play playing the Blade preps for Leech too is a good call? Yeah, okay. Also puts us in a good spot if we top deck Storm. Hey Jeff, I'm new to Marvel Snap and TCG in general. What's your thought process when determining whether you want to compete with a location or abandon it and fight for another one? It's really not a super straightforward thing. There's a lot of it depends in that answer. I'm definitely not gonna snap them. This. It depends. It depends on a lot. There's a lot of situational awareness you have to have. A lot of it is metagame knowledge too. Oh god, can they add 10 left while also beating us on the right? I got 3 shots to take their last cube again.
Victory.
Sometimes lucky. I mean, I don't know that there was a combination of cards in their deck that beat us there, but I'm also just like playing kind of casually and not counting it out. A lot of what you're supposed to be doing comes and goes with metagame knowledge, which means it's just hard for you to make those decisions in an informed manner when you don't know what you don't know. Like, you need to make that choice well, you need to be able to, like, know what your opponent's deck is capable of doing versus what your deck is capable of doing, etc. And you have to do a bunch of math. Nobody likes math, chat. I think I'm I think I need to storm Nor Dimension because it's just really good for them and really bad for us. The question is, do I want a Jin before that happens? Probably. Get you in a bit, Duck. Alright, so completely tied here. So coin flip on priority. We want to win priority here ideally because it would let us storm Nor Dimension before they can use it. We did not win the priority coin flip. As we can see, their name is highlighted in gold and ours is not, meaning they're going to get to play to Nor Dimension before we do. I don't know that I want to play a Jin into the Nebula path. We're going to want to fight for this. I think I'm vibing on this for now. I don't want another one in my hand, I don't think.
Wind, aid my hand.
This was the best draw in our deck. I think I do this just to keep their big things out of Crown City, and then we can tee up Nocturne with extra energy and stuff next turn. Don't need to be in a rush here. Three-two magic is much better than old magic, yes. Hey, yeah, thanks for the gifted sub. Appreciate that. I think we're dead, unfortunately. If they She-Hulk here, they go to 17. And this ties me at 17. I believe we're dead, but I'm also not winning a 7th turn game, so I'm gonna do this and hope for the best. Oh, they didn't have She-Hulk and they can't play for Crown City. Interesting. Maybe I'm supposed to make that assumption and play for the left because of that. Okay, didn't matter. I got two more shots. Two more shots. Definitely felt the lack of strong guy in Proxima that game. We're short stats for a second path. Just gotta hold this for magic, I think. And one of the really clever things about how this deck is built, if you look at our deck right now, we are guaranteed to be able to discard Proxima next turn. Either we draw a 1 or 2 energy card that we can play alongside Storm and Blade, or we draw Lady Sif and she's guaranteed to bin Proxima. That's true. We could get leeched. Says local man about to be leeched. That's fair. This gives us +8, +14 over here, up to 20. It dumps Proxima in the center. It means they have to play 2 things or 1 thing on the left to beat us. There's a few ways this could break. We beat that one though, yeah? I guess it depends on what it is. If it's big enough to beat Proxima and also soak. Got him.
Victory.
We beat just Slam Hulk. This deck generates really good, high-quality games of Marvel Snap. I'm not gonna lie to you about the power level, chat. It's like, you know, it's gonna be B- or C+ at best, even if my record's been pretty solid with it. I think we're about 70% in Infinite Conquest. Yeah, I'm 11. These are all Infinite Conquest, right? Last 7 days. Yeah. I'm between last night and then today on stream. We're 11 and 4. So even if we swing and miss on this last one, we'll be 11 and 5. I think US Agent is replaceable. I also think if you have White Widow, subbing armor for White Widow is very reasonable as another way to be disruptive and have cards. I'm mostly playing armor for Infinite Conquest because Destroy's been really popular. Armor's an alright card in general, but I think if I was playing on the ladder and I had White Widow, I would play White Widow here. You need Proxima. I think you need Nocturne. US Agent can sub for Maximus. I would sub him for Maximus. I think these two are important. I think you could probably sub Jeff for Nightcrawler too. They're very similar. These two you can sub. I think I would say these two are pretty important. Let's take an ad roll and then we'll queue up for match number 5, huh? Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Sass, good luck in your rest of your Infinite Conquesting today. That was a slog. I'm gonna let Strong Guy play for the border on Strong Guy. I think it seems only fair. You're exposing information. Yep. explain again how to control where Proxima lands with Jeff and Nocturne. Yeah, so the movement cards, basically, if you play your card that's discarding a card and then move Jeff or Nocturne, Jeff and Nocturne count their starting location for where their power is. And the inverse is also true. If you move them and then play your card that discards, their power will count at their new locations for when Proxima comes into play. So basically, the order in which you do things on your turn matters. If you move and then discard, their power counts at the new location for Proxima. If you discard and then move, their power counts at their original location for Proxima. And that's often super relevant on the last turn of the game for surprise adding a lot of stats into a storm location, for example. So like, you can often storm and then play nothing there on turn 4 in this deck, because if your opponent commits hard there, you could like discard Proxima plus move Nocturne to give it like plus 12 on the last turn, which is a really, really big swing. If you are missing US agents, you should play Maximus. You definitely should not increase the curve of this deck. Dribbling! Thanks for the year and a half. Welcome back. Been having fun playing the Nocturne Scar deck for the last Best Decks video. Yeah, fun fact. I actually posted about this online yesterday. That deck is actually one of the top performing decks in the game right now. The Scar Namora deck. Oh, I forgot. I always forget Nebula's higher series. She doesn't really have a replacement in this deck, gamers. The real question here is, are they Destroy or are they Bounce? Bounce is bad for me. Destroy would be okay. No, Sage is not just better than Strong Guy in most situations. I'm very confident Strong Guy is the best card for that slot in this deck. And I hedge Destroy here and get the Cosmo down. Cool. They might not retreat despite this because of Altar of Death, but this positioning here for me to start should hopefully make it so we have priority, and then we can cut them off on the altar next turn. Although it might be wrong to play the Blade outside of the armor path because of Killmonger.
Enough said.
We did successfully grab priority by a single number here. I want to storm instead. Maybe there's a few locations Nocturne could choose that are violently good for us over there. Or this is the more conservative play.
Wind, aid my hand.
Their null's not that big, yeah? They only blew up 4? I think it's this. I think it's this. Alright, so long as Doctor doesn't choose violence, we're good to go here.
Victory.
If there's one thing you take away from this stream when it comes to playing Infinite Conquest, or any Conquest, make it this. When your deck is playing a favored matchup, you should take fewer risks with your snaps and cubes, and when you're playing an unfavored matchup, takes more risks. So because this matchup is likely favored for us because of Armor and Cosmo, I'm gonna want to be a little bit more conservative and make sure I have a sure thing when we're raising the stakes and when we're staying. Yes, the last round of Infinite Conquest is guaranteed that you and your opponent are playing for the same stakes. We are both in round 5. The super flow is actually really good for my opponent here because it means that they could play a Deathlock or something here before I can armor them now, whereas before they would have needed to have exactly Carnage. I think I still do this, but it's definitely significantly worse for us now. There's a good chance we're going to be retreating this game for 1. She jumped back. Okay, that's one of the outcomes we needed to not be retreating.
Oh, snap.
Because this mirror dimension might be another bar. Unlucky. This bar with no name might be rough with Proxima. What if I told you that you have control over whether or not you discard your Proxima? Six, 8, 7. I guess there's a world where they don't play here and then she goes somewhere else and then I don't win. I think I do this actually. So that way, if they don't play here, this is winning here, and then Proxima goes center. So they would have to play something here and put 8 power here, which seems unlikely.
Wind, aid my hand.
Victory.
All right, chat. 5 shots to take 2 cubes against Destroy with Arbor and Cosmo in our deck. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but we're certainly a strong favorite. So I actually don't think high stakes rounds start now. I think I want to wait and make sure that we're ahead still. I don't think there's any reason we could possibly drag this out to 6, honestly. There's a non-zero chance that it takes them even more to I'm gonna Jeff here because Jeffing here means that I have a chance to have priority going into next turn, even with their Nico 2xing, which is really good with our Cosmo. All right, we don't have priority, but they're also likely not eating Nico, so.
Opponent snapped. Escape.
Yeah, they can venom her. I'm gonna leave actually. I think they're favored, and I'm not giving them an extra cube. I'm gonna take my extra game here. Now I have a free snap though, by the way, because this is round 4. So this snap is free because high stakes rounds start next round. So this next round I get an auto snap on 1. And they could choose. It's a free snap and a free retreat. This is both a free snap and a free retreat. So if they want to mulligan, if they don't like their starting 4 here, they should go again because it's a free retreat for them. 1 cube into 9 is the same as. So they're staying. They like their hand. It's fine to stay, but it was a free retreat for the opponent here. All right. Do you have Carnage on 2? I think I'm unironically just playing Proxima Midnight. Fist bump worthy gameplay. No, I'm not that kind of person. This is 100%. I said before we started, I subbed White Widow for Arbor because there had been a lot of destroy in this format. You know, I probably should have put Nocturne over here to give myself the option to turn these off. They never blew anything up, so Death's unplayable. Right? What's the biggest thing they can play? They can Deathlock plus Hulkbuster. US Agent is symmetrical, and it would hit my Proxima. So they could go +8 here up to 12, and I'm going to 13. Galactus incoming. US Agent on the right beats Galactus. Nico could change the location. Sure could. All right, well, that's a tweeter and a YouTube video if I ever saw one, gamers. For anybody that's new here, this is why people watch this channel. Because we don't just sit here and grind with the established best top decks. We build the next best deck. And by next best, I mean a kind of bad deck that you could win with if you play it really well. There was a lot of really good Marvel Snap played during that set.